Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
And I'm Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
And together we are the most famous physical therapists in the world. Oh, on the internet.
Oh yeah, in our opinion.
In our opinion. Brad, did you shut off your phone, by the way?
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it. What do we got here, Bob?
As you get older, what do you have trouble with, Brad? You don't remember, do you? Your memory. You have trouble. A lot of people have trouble with their memory. So this is a little bit off the beaten path for us, but I did use this technique when I was studying in school. So I thought, hey, it'd be kind of fun to teach it. It's called the peg word technique. It's a technique you can use for remembering lists. You can memorize lists longer than 10, but we're just going to go up to 10 today.
Right.
So really easy to do. What you do is you have to memorize these words first. And this isn't very hard to do because they rhyme.
Yeah, I just found out.
So 1, bun, 2, shoe, 3, tree. And by the way, some of these lists I've seen, they've had kind of different things.
Sure.
But we'll stick with these. 4, door, 5, hive, 6, sticks, 7.
It's like high five.
Yeah.
I can remember that. Okay, keep going.
8, gate, 9, wine, 10, hen. Now, you think you got it right or not?
Oh, no, not yet, but I could try.
Well, try.
But you know, this does relate to therapy because so many times one of my goals is that patient can repeat their exercises not only correctly, but by memory, so that they know they can do these with us. So this is great, yeah.
Sure. Nancy,
One,
you want to try?
bun,
2,
2, shoe.
yeah.
3, tree, 4, door, 5, hive, 6 piglets. Sticks, yeah, sticks. 7, heaven, 8, gate, 9, wine, 10, hen. Hey, wow.
Yeah, it really isn't that hard, is
Feeling
it?
pretty good about that.
Yeah, you should feel pretty good
well,
about
that
that.
6th one, that sticks, was just, I didn't visualize that.
So years ago I used this to memorize, there's 12 not optical nerves, cranial nerves. Jeez, I forgot the name.
Cranial nerves
There's
are the
12
little
cranial
ones
nerves.
that come right off of your brain.
They come off your brain or they come off the brain stem.
Yeah.
Spinal nerves are the ones that come off your spinal cord. And you always have to memorize the 12.
In school.
Yeah, the 12 nerves. And so the first, I'm just going to go over a couple of them because you're not going to know these anyway, but I'll just tell you how I memorize them.
Yeah.
One is the olfactory nerve, which means smelling. Olfactory, I don't know if that's commonly known to people. So I pictured a nose inside of a bun, or you can picture a nose smelling a bun. So whenever I think, okay, what's the first cranial nerve? 1, bun, I see the nose, I know it's the olfactory nerve. 2 was one of the optic nerves. And so,
vision.
Yeah, vision. So I always pictured a shoe with eyeballs rolling around in it. So you have to make the connection somehow, a visual connection.
And it's kind of good to pick out oddball stuff like that that's really way off the wall because for some you remember it easy.
And you have to pick it out.
Yeah.
I can't pick it out for you because you won't remember it.
Right.
You have to pick out and like you said, the odder, or the crazier, the better. So 2, shoe, I see a shoe, I see the optic nerve, and it's floating around. 3, tree was actually also an optic type nerve, one with for vision. But let's go to I remember like 7, heaven. That's the facial nerve, and I just pictured an angelical face in heaven.
Yeah.
So I always remembered that one real well. The other one I always remembered real well was 10, hen, because 10th cranial nerve is the vagus nerve. Vagus, it's spelled a little different, V-A-G-U-S instead of V-E.
Yeah, not like the star.
Right. There's a star too?
Yeah, a star named Vegas.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was thinking Las Vegas, so I always pictured a hen in Vegas, and so that was the vagus nerve, which innervates, I always remember it innervates the diaphragm was one thing, but also trapezius, wasn't it?
Yeah, that might be. That's
And
that oddball.
sternocleidomastoid.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So, anyway, this is just a simple technique you can use. You can use it to memorize lists of grocery lists.
Sure.
And I've used it. It really does work. It's something you could try.
Do you use it with names?
You can use it with names, but then you have to also convert the name to a visual picture.
Yeah. So like, how about with exercises? Bun. The first exercise, if it was squats,
You have to picture you squatting.
You can do your
Yeah,
own
yeah, you do your own
imagination. No, it's a technique. I took the Dale Carnegie course, which is a lot of professionals take that course in the business world, and of course, memory is real important in business as well. But
There's another one where they also, I mean, I'll just mention, it's kind of cool. Using another way is you picture a place where you know it very well, like your house.
Mm-hmm.
And you picture walking in the door and you go into each room. Well, in each room you picture an object, and that's what you're trying to memorize. So let's say we were trying to do the first, it would be the olfactory nerve. Number one, I enter my house and I see a nose sitting there.
Yeah.
And then you go up to another room. So you can, actually, that one works very well too.
Sure.
I used to use that for speeches.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was giving a speech and I pictured first the topic I was going to talk about. It was in room number 1, then I remember room number 2, then
Yeah.
it works actually very well too to use that technique.
The olfactory, you'd think, the nose one, you'd think you put that in the bathroom.
That's very good, but you have to do an order, Brad.
Oh, yeah.
So it has to work out, so.
Anyways, good
All
job,
right,
Bob.
thanks, yeah, hope it helps.